that no man might buy and sell, save he had the mark.
Listen to this. Instead of carrying your wallet in your back pocket or your purse, a tech company wants you to keep it under your skin.
All right, so let's explain here. Walletmore is selling microchips implanted in your hand as an alternate payment. Could this be the future? Maybe. Once you set up your card info in the company's app, look at this. It says payments could be as easy as swiping your hand over a card reader. Right now, chips are not sold in the U.S. Crazy.
Listen to this. Instead of carrying your wallet in your back pocket or your purse, a tech company wants you to keep it under your skin.
All right, so let's explain here. Walletmore is selling microchips implanted in your hand as an alternate payment. Could this be the future? Maybe. Once you set up your card info in the company's app, look at this. It says payments could be as easy as swiping your hand over a card reader. Right now, chips are not sold in the U.S.
Listen to this. Instead of carrying your wallet in your back pocket or your purse, a tech company wants you to keep it under your skin.
All right, so let's explain here. Walletmore is selling microchips implanted in your hand as an alternate payment. Could this be the future? Maybe. Once you set up your card info in the company's app, look at this. It says payments could be as easy as swiping your hand over a card reader. Right now, chips are not sold in the U.S. Crazy.
First of all, I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops here at Great Millstone who rule and who teach well. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect, to the Akim out there in the highways and byways, making their bodies a living sacrifice as the scriptures ordain them to do so. I want to say shalom to you mighty brothers as well. Continue to fight the good fight of faith. Also, continue to spread the good news, which is the gospel. Spread it across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you, mighty brothers. Shalom to the Akwathas out there listening and learning in silence. Reverencing your husbands if you have one. All right. Seeing you too have to fight the good fight of faith, to try to stay under subjection of your husband to the best of your ability. Understand the bigger picture, understanding the bigger picture at hand, which is the kingdom of heaven. All right. And if you don't have a husband, or a covert as a man, in the form of a man, pray to the Lord, that he sing you, a man of the Lord. Seeing that a man is going to be more precious, than fine gold, in these perilous times to come. When you go into that word precious, it goes into what? Valuable, man. So the men of the Lord, are going to be the true high value men when those tables turn. All right. The true high value man. Okay. So with this particular video, I was just meditating, on this RFID, and, seeing that this thing is really, ramping up, and just like it said in Habakkuk, let's get that, first. This is Habakkuk chapter 2. Right? I started verse 2. It says, "And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it." All right. And that vision that was in Revelations, all right, chapter 13, verse 16, one of those visions are what? The Apostle John, you know, wrote that vision, all right? And it was a big mystery, all right? And within that mystery, it was revealed to serve the prophets. And that mystery was passed down, to those who are worthy, man. Okay? The scriptures say he revealed his secrets to his servants, the prophets, man. Okay? And with that secret and with that mystery, man, we were able to, starting with our apostles and elders and bishops here at Great Millstone on down, we were able to decode that mystery, man, and understand, the plans, of the wicked, man. And what they're planning to do is, put that charagma, within the people, within the masses of the people. And within that charagma, which is the M to the A to the R to the K, their plan is to, control the masses, under one consent, under their one umbrella, which is called the NWO, man. All right, the New World Order. Okay. And with that plan, their plan is to have a totalitarianism, of a earth, to where all the earth is under one consent. No different than, the Tower of Babel, man. When Nimrod was trying to build that, that tower to the heavens, man. And he tried to, get everybody under one consent, to be able to, agree with him, okay, to build that tower, man. So the Lord confounded the tongues, okay, when nobody, it was a great confusion. Okay, and here lies America taking on that same spirit as Babylon. This is why this is America. It's known, according to the scriptures, as Babylon the Great. Okay? And they're trying to fulfill that same, task at hand. All right? And as soon as they're about to, fulfill that NWO, the Lord is going to, break those clouds, man. All right? And destruction will come swift. Okay? Just like it did, during the Tower of Babel, man. The Lord had to confound the tongues, man. The Lord is confounding their tongues now, man. Because America is known as Babylon the Great. When you go into the root word of Babylon, is Babel. And that Babel goes into what? Confusion, man. And America is totally confused right now, and divided in a sense, which complements their confusion. And we know Isaiah 19 talks about what? The Egyptian against the Egyptian, man. Or a nation divided against itself. It won't be able to stand, okay? We understand that. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. It says, and the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And one of those visions, all right, is this RFID, man. Okay? That the one who's coming after the working of Satan is trying to implant or implement, okay, within our DNA, man. And we understand, if we were to take this implant or RFID, all right, or charagma, that we will no longer, be connected with our power source, man. Okay? This is why it's imperative for us not to take it, man. I beseech you not to take this, man, as Paul said, like to say all the time. All right? He pretty much urges us not to take it, the Apostle John. Okay? Because understanding that this, if this was to be taken, or took by one, it would, you'll have no more forgiveness of the sins, man. All right? This is going to come upon the whole earth, man, to try the whole world, man. Okay? So this vision is yet for an appointed time, and that appointed time is now. All right? Because we're in the end. And this vision that Apostle Paul, seen, all right, it is speaking. And this is, pretty much is going to be made as an idol. Why? Because those idols, in ancient times didn't speak. They carved them out of, trees or wood or whatever it may be, or stone. Okay? And those idols were dumb. They couldn't speak. But now you're going to be the idol, man. You're going to be the one, that they're trying to implement, their image into. Their mark. All right? And so this vision right here was prophesied, in the book of Revelations, chapter 13. And now it's speaking. Why? Because it says it right here. At the end it shall speak and not lie. All right? So though it tarried for a minute or for a while, as you can see in that video, all right, it's going to be a situation to where what? That's going to be how we're going to buy and sell. All right? And the scriptures talk about if you do not have this mark, this said, Karakma, within you, you won't be able to buy and sell. Okay? So let's go back to Revelations. Okay? Okay? This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 11. It says, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and it had two horns like a lamb, but what? It spake as a dragon." All right, and those two horns, it's talking about what? The Democratic and Republic. Okay? Both sides, even though, this is the revival of, the Roman Empire, in the form of America. All right? But America is really the idea, of what, ancient Rome was trying to, accomplish. All right? So America is getting this power from this beast in the form of what? Those 7 heads and 10 horns. All right? Where it talks in Revelation 17, that scarlet colored beast. All right? America gets its power from that beast. Okay? America gets sponsored by that beast, in a sense. Okay? It said, and he had 2 horns like a lamb. In ancient time, Rome, America got his whole idea of their judicial system and, their laws based off Rome, man. Okay? Back then, it was called the what? It was the plebeians against the plebeians and the what's that? Plebeians, patricians. Okay, which they had two sides divided. You know, modern times, it's called the Democratic and Republic. Okay, the Democratic and Republic, man. So this is how we understand. We can break down and decode. You know, hey, what Rome is, the revival of Rome, man. Okay, in America is that idea. It says, but it said, and he spake as a dragon, man. And how does America speak as a dragon? And not just America, these, you know, the seven heads, the 10 horns, okay, in the form of let me see. I got that wrote down. I don't remember everything. All right. All right. Those seven heads and 10 horns, seven heads are you know, and the 10 horns is pretty much the rival of ancient pagan Rome, man. All right. Known as, you know, the NATO, man. Okay. And the European Union. Okay. So the seven heads, okay, the seven heads are the seven principal regions in Europe. This is that Esau ruled back in ancient times, such as what? Greece, all right? The Greeks, Germania Major, Germania Minor, Britain, France, Italy, you know, Rome, okay, and Spain. And those 10 horns, you know, represents the European Economic Community, which was created by the Treaty of Rome in 1957 and established in 1958. Okay, which is known as France, Italy, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, Denmark, West Germany, United Kingdom, Greece, and Spain. Okay? So the seven heads and the 10 horns are pretty much a revival of the ancient pagan Roman Empire and today's reincarnated known as the NATO and the European Union, man. Okay? And, you know, I got to go back to my notes, you know, to revert back to my notes because it's a lot, you know, to understand. But it all makes sense. Okay? That's why it's called a mystery. You know, it's only revealed to those, you know, who the Lord wants it to be revealed to. Okay? That's it, man. Let's go back. It says, verse Revelations 13 and 12, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, all right, which is Rome. It says, and causeth, you know, the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed. Okay. And the revival of Rome, you know, was healed during what? The Renaissance era. Okay. When they came back into power during the Renaissance era. Look that up. Okay. It says, you know, it did say, and he spake like a dragon at the end of verse 11. You know, like I said, it's through his draconian laws, man. Okay. Through his draconian laws, man, they're pushing, you know, this image. It says I wrote down in my notes, it says the beast is the Roman draconian government, and the image now is the NWO that they formed to push their laws under one roof or one consent. One of the punishments that is government Salakia, that this government has is that if you do not take the RFID, right, the A to R to the K, then you will be beheaded with a guillotine. That's another punishment. All right, and a detention center, which is known as prison or concentration camps, man. Okay, that's the penalty for not, for denouncing, the image of the beast, man, and the mark. Okay. It says, but yeah, that through his draconian laws is because it's gonna be a what? A law. They frame law by mischief, man. So it's gonna be a law, put in place to where if you do not take this, hey, he gonna have to handle his business. All right? Because they don't need, nobody within they already trying to, control life or maintain, population with I believe it's 500 million of some sorts. All right. So they're already trying, starting their depopulation, in the form of their, Ovid Ks, 19, these mass genocides across the earth. All right. Who do you think is, behind all this, man? Okay. Hey, Esau Edom is, man. Okay. He's taking peace from the earth, man. All right. It says, verse 12, Revelations 13 and 12, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him. All right. And how is that? One of the ways that is through his military, man. We understand that Esau Edom, pursuant to Genesis 25, was given the blessing of the sword, man. And by his sword he shall live, man. Okay. So this is how he's able to push, his laws. Is through rape, grape, robbing, pillaging. Okay. An example of that is, the so-called Native Americans that was on this land, before he came, Christopher Colombo. Okay. And his sword was bathed in blood, man, as they say. Okay. It says, verse 12, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused it, the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whom deadly wound was healed, man. And like I said, it was healed during the Renaissance era, man. And ever since then, this devil has been in power. Okay. Verse 13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. All right. In an illustration, an example of that, I can, it's Hiroshima, man, and Nagasaki. Okay. Where he dropped that atom bomb. Okay. Making fire come down, man. Mass destruction, man. Okay. And that was a great wonder in the sight of the people on the earth, man. Okay. And everybody's seen that. How did they see it, man? Hey, through your television. Okay. It was broadcast, through your television screen. And it made, the nations of the earth tremble, man. But guess what? These other nations got that same firepower, man. But better now. Okay? And America is becoming weak before the nation's eyes now. Now they got the same firepower, if not better, than America. Okay? So these other nations are not afraid of America anymore. Not only that, they're joining hands one with the other. These other nations are. And it's prophesied that the ones that's going to be in confederacy with America is going to turn on America as well, meaning they're allies. All right? The one who's joined with America, guess what? They're going to take their hand back, all right, and join, with something that's being formed now. It's called the BRICS nations, man. Or Russia, China, all these different nations, countries getting together, all right, and now forming their own alliance. Okay? It's called the BRICS nation. Okay? Verse 13, right? It says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he make fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. 14, and he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beasts. All right? It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound, all right, by a sword and did live. Okay? So the whole earth was deceived, being deceived, man. Hey, through his artificial intelligence. Okay? It's AI. Through his military, which is that, and that's how he's able to push, those laws, those unrighteous decrees. And if you don't want to get down, then you must lay down. That's his whole attitude. If you don't want to get down with this agenda, okay, he pretty much got the power to starve you out, man. Okay. So they saying pretty much, hey, if you don't get down with us, man, if you don't get down with this image, if you don't get down with, Kamala Harris, I believe she went to, some of those African countries over there and was trying to push, that LG, you know what I mean, that alphabet joint. Okay. And then a lot of those places wasn't with that, man. They ain't with that, that LG, they're not with that shit. But this is what their agenda is, man. Okay? This is how they're going to be, this is how they're going to force this image on these other countries and these other nations. And a lot of countries is in bed with America, man. They with this because they benefit from America. All right? Verse 15, it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You see that? An example of that is Muammar, Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein. All right. Hey, they didn't want to get down with the economics of America. With the petrodollar. All right. So what did America do? They framed up a lie, saying that saying that what Saddam had weapons of mass destruction. You know, which if they did, then it was given to them by America. Seeing that Daddy Bush in 1991, you know, was in coalition with Iraq, you know, okay, and they was trading weaponry back and forth, you know. So if they did have it, and America gave it to them, okay, you know. So they didn't want to get down with their, image in a sense, their image of the beast, you know. So guess what? That beast in the form of, the 7 heads and the 10 horns that I, spoke out to you earlier. They're the ones who, who's really running, these elites, okay, that form that alliance. Hey, man, they're the one, America is going along with their agenda. That's the beast. And America is riding that wave of the beast, man. Okay? I hope you're getting some understanding, I hope I'm not losing you. Okay? It says, verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, man. This is what they do, man. They'll form up a lie, or frame up mischief, and push it across their news and their tube and their television, and saying one has weapons of mass destruction, saying one has, what else? What other lie did they use, okay, we know about the twin, the Twin Tower situation in 2011. Okay, for them to go into Iraq, Afghan, come on, man. All these wars were, were really, formed, and behind all the scenes, it was America, man. I'm trying to watch my words, of course, okay. But this is what that devil does, man. Okay. Those are examples where if you do not want to worship the image of the beast, he's gonna cause you to be killed or pretty much cut off from society. You're gonna be cut off, man, to where you're not gonna reap any benefits. You're not gonna get get any aid in a sense, man. And a part, like I say, a part of that image of the beast is through their homo. You feel me? Verse 16, it says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive an mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. All right? So it's going to come to a point, well, guess what? He going to cause everybody that dwell upon the earth, right, to receive that mark, man. It don't matter if you are small or great. It don't matter if you're rich or poor. You didn't see middle class in there, right? It's either gonna be rich or poor, man. Why? Because that's the way the world is going now. You don't see no middle class, Nah, it's either rich or poor, because that's what the elites want. All right. Free and bond. All right. To receive an MARK in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. Let's go into that word MARK. Right. And she goes into what? Charagma. Charagma. It's a stamp. An imprinted mark. Like a barcode in a sense, man. And what do you do with a barcode? You scan it. You scan it and it's a certain number that comes up of inventory, man. Okay? And that's pretty much what we're going to be, man. That's what they call us, a Goyim, man. Meaning cattle. All right? But we're no different than cattle or stock, inventory. Okay? This is what they're implementing, man. All right? It says a mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the follower of the Antichrist. You see that? A mark branded upon horses. Okay? When you brand a horse, that certain brand, goes a long way, and you can actually know who the owner is based off that brand. Okay? Hey, this horse belongs to, the Johnson family. Mr. Johnson, this is the Johnson brand, Hey, that's what Esau, is implementing, man. He wants to own you. Okay? He no longer wants you to be connected to your power source, which his name is Yahweh and his son name is Yahweh Shai. Okay? It says thing carved. All right? Sculpture, graven work, and idolatrous image. Idolatrous image, I would say. Excuse me. I wasn't the smartest or the sharpest tool in the shed, but you get the point, Now you gonna be the image. Now you gonna be what? The idol, man. Okay? But he's still in control. He wants to be in control. Okay? Idol worship, man, was the beginning, man. And he's going to try to make it the end on his way out, man. This devil is trying to do all he can, man, But if it was possible, he would deceive the very elect. If it was possible. But it's not possible. Okay? Okay, so it goes into a mark branded, thing carved, sculpture, graven work. Let's go to the root of that. It goes into karax, right? Karax, sharpened to a point. Okay, and what's going to be sharpened to a point, man? That syringe. It said a pail or stake, a palisade, right? And you pale and you put something, impale something into somebody. That's what they're going to try to do. Impale it into your right hand or your dominant hand. Okay. Or impale it into your forehead, like in the video, Muskie, Elon Muskie, he already then, had his trial, I believe, a couple years ago. Okay, where the first person got their, brain, implemented with it. Of course, we know they've been doing that long time ago. They've been, they put it in their movies, the Manchurian Candidate, movies of such sort, and he shows you, that the Manchurian Candidate was being followed. He was being, you know, pretty much made to do, certain things and being controlled by the one who implemented that, chip into him. Okay? But nevertheless, this is how they're going to, try to implement it, man. And they're going to cause all, man. How are you going to cause it, man? You're going to force it. You're going to force this upon the people. Okay? It says, pails between which earth, stones, trees, and timbers are heaped and packed together, man. But the point is, this is a pail. Let's go back. Let's go to this root. It says grapho, right? It says it goes into to write, which reference to the form of letters. All right. This is the point right here, like we always go into. It says if you go to B, number 2 in B, it says to commit to writing things. It says things not to be forgotten. Write down, record. Okay. So, and this is what they're gonna try to have inside that RFID, Michael. They're gonna have all your records, your medical records, your financial records, your health records. All right. Your schooling, whatever it is, man. Okay. They're gonna have all that within that chip, man. Hey, remember the apostles and elders and bishops here at Great Millstone, they brought this out first. Okay? They're gonna have all that within this chip. Okay? This is gonna be the big test, the big bumbleclad test. Okay? That's it, man. So, yeah, man. Verse 17, it says, and that no man, this is the point of the video, and that no man might buy or sell, save he have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. You see that? That's it, man. So it's going to come to a point where they gradually already change from the coins, to the dollars, Remember, it used to be checks, or you had to write out a check, whatever it is. Okay? The gold, Now it's the credit card, debit card. You rarely see change, man. You rarely see. I remember I had a restaurant, man, and it was a shortage on change, man. Okay. You rarely see cash now, man. Okay. And it's gonna come to a point where cash is gonna be obsolete. All right. Cash is gonna be obsolete now. Why do you think they're gradually stepping towards that, man? Why? So they can implement this what? RFID, man. Okay? That no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark. Okay? That's it, man. Hey, so that vision is speaking now, man. Okay? That vision is speaking, man. Okay? I don't want to make this too long, man. I'm going to just go ahead and lay it down. Or whatever. But hopefully I can probably build back onto this. Maybe tomorrow, Lord willing. Okay? So, hopefully someone was edified out there, man, to pay attention, And if somebody want to build off this, man, by all means, build. Shalom. Shalom.